In my job market paper, I analyzed the short and long term impacts of a large scale school construction program in Punjab, Pakistan. Pakistan is a developing country with low levels of education, particularly for girls. Lack of access to education is part of a broader realm of gender inequality as females continue to face barriers in making important life decisions such as marriage and labor market participation on their own. In this study, I focus on Punjab, which is the most populous province in Pakistan. School construction in this context started in the 1960s in response to the low levels of education. Since most of the school construction happened in rural areas and rural residents were more likely to benefit from the program, I focus on these areas for this study. Out of 29,000 primary schools constructed in rural Punjab, 16,000 were girls only schools and 13,000 were boys only schools. There was considerable variation in exposure to school construction by regions and birth cohorts. With time, as new schools opened up nearby that girls could walk to, female education levels increased. In fact, an additional girls' school per thousand girls of primary school age at the district level led to an overall increase in their years of education by around zero point 0.5 years. These effects are quite large and explain around 30% of the overall growth in schooling. An additional boys' school, however, did not change educational attainment for boys. These results are robust to using data from alternative sources. Taken together, these findings suggest that improved access to schools is the driving mechanism behind the results, since mobility restrictions due to social norms are only relevant for females in this setting. I also find evidence of intergenerational benefits on education, with children born to mothers that are more exposed to the school construction program having higher educational attainment, especially daughters. However, I find that as girls grew older, they were less likely to be a part of the labor force, were getting married at the same age as before, and having the same number of children. My findings contribute to a growing literature that finds that females in developing countries continue to face barriers in terms of later life outcomes despite significant improvements to their human capital. My paper also makes recommendations for future research aimed at improving long term outcomes for females in settings where social norms and economic position of males may mediate these effects.